you're going to upload a HTML file to WordPress, the first thing you're going to need is a HTML editor. My suggestion, if you want to get one, go to Composer, that's KOMPOZER.net. See it again here. And if you just go to that link there, their home page, you'll get a link here that you can download Composer for Windows, English version, and then you can also get other versions if you might prefer. But at any rate, it's free, open source. The download is hosted through SourceForge, which actually makes it about as reputable a download source as possible. They do take great pains to keep their downloads clean. But this is a great place to start when you want to work with HTML pages. If you need a HTML editor, it is what's referred to as a WYSIWYG, or what you see is what you get editor, and you're able to preview exactly what you're going to get right in the menu. Okay, if you're going to work with HTML files, first you need to open them up in your HTML editor. I am using Composer here, as I showed you earlier. The first task we're going to want to take care of is to link the image folder to, rather than images, as you see here displayed, we want to go with the link to the image folder in our WordPress site. So what we're going to do at this point is go on over to WordPress and upload those files. Okay, in our WordPress site here, we're going to go ahead and upload our media here. So we're going to go to the Add New link. And that gives you two options. You can either select the files one by one with your through files in your computer, or you can simply use my favorite method, which is to simply drag and drop all the images at once into the editor here, which it will allow you to do. So all you have to do is have the image folder open and simply start by right-clicking with your mouse and then hold down and go upwards until all of those are selected, and then you can release that. Then at that point, in order to drag and drop them, you just click and hold down, and it'll move all of those at once on over to be downloaded onto your WordPress site. Okay, once those are finished, we'll just edit button here on one of them, and then we'll go over here and select this link to the image on our WordPress site, and we're going to select everything except for the backslash and the image name. And we're going to go ahead and right click and select copy, and then back to our HTML editor. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and link our images. So we're going to go from the normal to what's referred to as the source, HTML source, and make sure that your cursor is up here at the very beginning of the document when you go to do this. Otherwise you can say, for instance, if it's down here and you go to change the link, then all that's going to happen is everything below this will be changed, nothing above it will, so you're going to have one that's still going to have the wrong link. And of course when you try to upload it to your site, it's not going to work. So you want to go ahead and make sure your cursor is all the way up here, and then you're going to go ahead and click on edit, and then on the menu that drops down, you're going to select find and replace. So we're going to have it find the word images, and we're going to have it replace that with our link to our WordPress images. And we're going to have it replace all. And go ahead and close that at this point. Back to the normal view. And with a minor hiccup, it always seems to do that when it's changing. It's finding the image that it is indeed in the location that you've said. And we're all set. So, at this point, time to show you how to get that link that you saw down at the bottom of the page there. So, back to WordPress. Okay, now we're just about ready to upload our page. At this point, we need to go into the settings, and there's the WP Marketer PayPal settings. Bring those up, and then I'm going to go down here. I want to have, you have several different options. I'm going to use the one where you are adding a product name here along with the price, and we're going to copy that. And then back to your HTML editor to put that in place. Okay, then back over on the HTML editor, we're simply going to paste that right in, and then you simply edit the your product name here part with your product name. Set up. I'm going to put in the correct price that you're using for your offer. And then once that's all set, you want to go ahead and click on save so that you have that locally on your computer. If you ever need to edit, it makes it very simple. You only have to pull that back up. You can do whatever you need to, and simply upload the file to your WordPress site at that point. So right now, all that we have left to do is to go ahead at this point and select our text from the source side here, and we're going to do that by right-clicking and select all. Then we're going to right-click again and copy. At this point, we're ready to go ahead and create our HTML page in WordPress. Go ahead and select Add a New Page. title is our title. Make sure that you've selected the text on that, and then we'll go ahead and paste that in. Code. You want to also be very sure to select the custom template option. And then at that point, also on the template, you want to be sure it's on the default template, so it will in fact call the custom template from the WP Marketer plugin that allows you to set up this HTML page. So once you've done all those things, you want to go ahead and let's save the draft here. And when that's finished, we can take a look at the spelled that a little bit, didn't I now? Aren't I good? Ninja, too. If you're going to misspell it, you might as well misspell it right. So, at any rate, of course, you would want to, if you do make a mistake like that, you can edit your permalink as well, so it doesn't give anybody an unintentional laugh, or even an intentional one. You select OK at that point, and then you just, then it's the same as your page title. Let's go ahead and preview that. And here, images displaying perfectly. And down here we have our working PayPal button link. So that's all there is to adding a HTML page with WP Marketer.